Good morning. Good morning. Our secretary wants us to be punctual.
That's me.
Kelly, I think it's called Get Over It.
And she wants us to
I
start.
want to be respectful of everybody's schedules.
So if we can all find a seat. Everybody good? Now stand up. I am President Valerie Williams. We have Vice President Nancy Harris, Treasurer Mary Bohink, Secretary Kelly Collette. We have Directors Pat Fandino, Lainey Clevenger White, Olga. Who else is here? Where's my director? I think that's it today. We have our invocation, Jane Klosterman. Quiet so we can all hear Jane because she speaks very softly.
Good morning. Officers, members, guests, happy spring, happy Easter, happy Mother's Day. So today we are going to celebrate you and celebrate your neighbor, all of us. You are worth celebrating. You are worth everything. My phone.
You're both celebrating. Was that cute? Was that cute, Jane? Come on.
So, you are unique. In the whole world, there is only one you. There is only one person with your talents, your experience, your gifts. No one can take your place. God created only one you, precious in His sight. You have immense potential to love, to care, to grow, to sacrifice, if you believe in yourself. It doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter what you have been, the things you've done, the mistakes you've made, the people you've hurt. You are forgiven. You are accepted. You're okay. You are loved in spite of everything. So love yourself and nourish seeds within you. Celebrate you. Begin now. Start anew. Give yourself a new birth today. You are you, and that is all you need to be. We are all temporary here on this earth, but today can be a new beginning, a new thing, a new life. It is given freely. That is the miracle called God. So celebrate the miracle and celebrate you.
Have an update for us on Adopt a Highway.
We're going to schedule something probably in June, and last time we picked up 14 bags, and I don't know if you see how tall they are, these big orange bags, 14 bags along there. We had lunch over at La Cabana, and by the time we left, the county had picked up every single bag.
Oh, wow.
So it was awesome. It was a good day, the weather was beautiful, and I only pick beautiful days. Hope you'll join us next time. I do have a sign-up sheet, a few pictures over there, photos, and so please join us. We do have a good time. We're going to expect you to be there, but
I won't be here.
Based on Jane's comment, I have a challenge for you today. On the back of your agenda, I'd like you sometime today to write 10 things that you like about yourself. That you like about yourself. Yes. Oh yes, do it right now.
Are you going to grade us?
No. It's for you. But it is. And I'm gonna give you, wait a minute before I start. Yes, at least 3 right now.
She's already.
And yesterday, and it took me well over an hour to come up with 10 things. I know, that you, yeah, I'm proud of, because we don't give ourselves credit. So, I want to tell you about some of the things that the Philanthropic Committee has been up to, and give all the ladies that are part of the committee, and invite you to join if you're interested, because we do have the sign up for the next year. We'll be starting our new grant season July 1st. But we have allocated all of our money that we had, and I think it was $38,000. 35?
Yeah, it was,
Okay.
something like
It was
that.
it was a lot of money. Most recently, we have, and I'm just gonna talk about the schools right now, because that's what we've been working on. But we are able to provide funding for a special guest speaker at the high school that focuses on understanding and developing your emotional intelligence with a real keen eye on anti-bullying, because we know that's an issue. Then we've also been able to provide supplemental materials for a reading program at Meadowlark, which really is really for the first and second graders that are already behind on reading. And Margaret and I were able to attend their class, and it was so much fun to see them excited. And the little girl that we started, she told us that they spelled the word and then and we're going, what on earth is, well, what they do, the teacher, then this is just one of the things, but she puts the letters up, and I don't remember what the word was, but she asked them to blend it together. So if it was fish, it would be, just like blending the sounds together, and they were just so full of energy as they did this. And let's see what else. We are able to support an in-school field trip at High Desert on the American Revolution. And then we've also funded some other field trips. So we've done a lot throughout the community, both for individual teachers and for school-wide. And of course, there's other organizations that we've supported as well. The one that comes to mind, and it's because I'm standing in front of Mary, is Sierra Youth Sports. So, with all of that said, I do want to really invite you to come out to join us. This Hear My Voice is a wonderful presentation. The presenter will take on the role of a young woman in the suffrage movement and bring us back in time so that we're able to really see what was going on and what these women did for us. The good thing about this is that we're hosting 3 presentations on this day, on May 30th. We have a presentation at High Desert for all of the kids. We have a presentation at Vasquez, again for the entire student body. And then we have a third opportunity at the library. We have 70 seats available. One of them is already taken. But you can go to the website, which is AWC Hear My Voice, or use the QR code. I think
I brought a sign-up sheet too, so if
Yeah.
you don't wanna go online, you can sign up today. But you can
Yes.
share that flyer with your friends and family and invite others too.
And it's appropriate for 5th grade and above. So it's not appropriate for little ones. But I'm hoping that it's a big success and it's something that we could do in the future because they have a lot of different programs. And I'm sure that there are other organizations like the one that's doing our program is called Living Voices that we could bring to the community. So this is our trial run. And if you can help, I need a few helpers on the 30th because we're going to do double duty. We're also going to take a few minutes and talk about the Women's Club and let them know, the attendees, what we're up to, and hopefully we'll do some recruiting. So Lainey will have some new work to do. And then we're gonna post a little refreshments afterwards, coffee and cookies, something simple like that. So please, come out. And if you know somebody that might be interested, I asked my husband if he would go, and he goes, with all those women? So anyway, please help us move forward with this. Thank you.
Michelle, I have a question.
Yes.
Would you like to speak to? Sure, yes. So we reviewed 9 amazing applicants last Monday. We are giving scholarships to 5 at $4,000 apiece. We have a $20,000 budget. We're spending every bit of it. They were all amazing, as is usual. It was very difficult, you know, laughter, tears, all that good stuff. I would encourage you guys, if you haven't done the process, to think about doing it next year. You'll see some amazing students and young people. Yeah, makes you feel like a slacker. A lot of us were like, wow, we weren't doing that in high school, you know. Yeah.
It's always a
Yeah.
very positive experience.
It's amazing.
And we cried a little, we laughed a little.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Always cried, yes, Lee.
I just want to add that I came to the scholarship, where they presented to the scholarship kids, and it really touched me, and it made me really more enthused about the work that we do at the shop, because the kids really appreciate it, and it makes it worthwhile for all of you who volunteer at the shop to know that it's going to a good cause and they appreciate it.
I get the pleasure and displeasure of calling the recipients and unfortunately the ones that do not get our award. And the ones who receive it, they're just elated. You know, it's like, oh my gosh, this is such an honor that the Women's Club is giving me a scholarship, and they're so excited. And the ones that I have to say no, I just like, I'm so sorry you weren't selected. And they're like, it's okay. And they feel bad for me that I feel bad. So they're very sweet. And you know, I always tell them that your application was amazing and you will go far and your life is just starting. And we wish you the best of luck. That's all I can say to them. Doesn't feel like enough, but I try.
Can I make one more comment?
Yes.
Awesome. So one more comment. Ladies, I know a lot of you aren't familiar with our process. And we had a couple applicants bringing their scholarship forms to the shop and trying to drop them off at my house. So I don't expect you to know the procedure, but I would just direct you to let those, you know, just say to the kids, well, is that what's on the directions? You know, they get a very, very specific set of directions on how to fill it out and where it needs to go next. So I don't expect you all to know the details, but you can simply say, you know, I'm not sure what the protocol is. It should be on your cover letter. You know, look at that. And that'll just save us all little time and energy. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so the decorating committee, Yvonne and I and Mary, we're gonna meet Friday afternoon to see what supplies we need and how we're gonna decorate this room. So, I think we can handle that as far as ordering everything, but if you're available to help us on the 28th of May at 2 p.m., we would love all hands on deck, and it's really heartening to, you know, very, very heartfelt for me when a lot of you show up at this ceremony, because it's a representation of who we are and how we recognize these students. So if you're available, you're in town, you can spare an hour, please come by. And if you can help in the morning to decorate the hall, at least 10 ladies makes it very efficient. So could you please let myself or Yvonne know that you can help us on that day?
So wait, Valerie, you said 2:00 p.m., but that's when our actual
That's the
ceremony.
ceremony.
What
Yeah.
time do you want us here?
I'd say we'll probably start at 10.
10 that same day,
Yes,
10 in the
please.
morning
10
here.
in the morning.
Okay.
We just need to set up like 4 tables and all the chairs. And we need to order like cookies and light refreshments. Lee Jennings, maybe you can help us with that. Are you around on that day?
I should have flying in that day,
Oh, okay.
so it's pretty good for me to do that.
Okay, well, thank you anyway.
I can help with that.
Yeah.
No, we'll get it all figured out. So we're just gonna do like we kind of do here, and we do trays of cookies and napkins, very simple, so we appreciate your help.
Well, we didn't do any play or anything, any outings this month, but, I was just looking and there are a few plays, The Last Romance and The Angel Next Door are both playing, during, May and June, end of May and in June, and they kind of change dates between the two plays, so, I'll definitely put something together and do what we did the same time, people like that, and I was looking into some other places to go for different outings, but I wanna try to do something at least couple of months. And then through the summer, I'd like to do some stuff too to kind of keep everyone together, even if there's a really nice farmer's market in Ventura that I went to a couple of times. And it's huge and it's really fun to kind of go up there and soak in the day.
I can't stand it.
Yeah, it's a farmer's market. They have all kinds of stuff, and it's actually a really nice farmer's market because there's so many local produce people and things up there. So yeah,
Is it crafts as well?
crafts as well.
We'll have a drink afterwards. There you go.
Just walk across the street to the
Yes, we'll
Chatos.
walk across the Chatos and all walk in.
Actually, Cindy does the birthdays for us.
Oh, well, yeah, it's a crossover, right? It's-
Yeah, we have birthdays this month.
So we can go from that.
Yeah, we kind of, like, she does the drawing things and then I stuck with the birthdays. But I think next year it's gonna be, defined better, right?
Yeah, we'll talk about that at the budget meeting. We'll talk about.
Okay.
Because we have a big budget and we really did.
It's, yeah. Put your babies out here. I'm here. I'm a committee. I'm sorry. Okay. Yay. All right, so. Okay, because this is May, we're in the month of May, and this is the month where we are voting for our next officers. So, next month, will be the ceremony where we reveal the winners. The ballot has been, designed and it's posted and published. So we have, nominees for each position now. Which, thank you very much for everybody who helped out and hosted and discussed it with others, because I was very fearful for a while. So, today, you will be receiving a ballot, and, very straightforward, only vote for one. We're gonna allow you to see the ballot, because you basically can only vote for one. So, if anybody has questions, just let me know, but this is a huge moment for this club, and hopefully the committee fulfilled that, for y'all, and, I think, if anybody has questions, just let me know, and, we can go over the, details.
Valerie, can you do that? Are we doing that now? Okay. Are we stopping the meeting to work on that now?
Yes.
Okay.
To everyone who participated in this process. As you know or you may not know, being on the board of the Acton Women's Club is a privilege, and it's a lot of work in the same breath. We have to kind of go around and beg people to step forward, and when they do, they're a little hesitant, but I promise you, you will find reward in a lot of it. Stay patient, stay calm, and just
Be kind.
And be kind.
Be kind to our volunteers.
Be kind to our volunteers. Be kind to one another, because that's who we are, right? We're all kind to one another. So thank you, Margaret, and Gay, and Patty, who's not here, and poor Sandy Kunis, who had emergency surgery 2 days after the last meeting. She's recovering. It's gonna be a long road to recovery.
I just talked to her last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's doing much, much better. She's hoping to be at next Wednesday at the wine
Oh, okay,
festival.
good.
We hope she's there too, because she's the member that gives us the discount. No, she's very concerned about getting the discount, but anyway, she's.
Well, we appreciate all her efforts, and we miss her tremendously. She was, you know, a helper in the shop and helped with clothing, and she's a bright star, and we were hoping that she would, be well enough to fulfill her duties as scholarship director, next year. She'll be fine. So, if you weren't at the emergency meeting that we had for the resale shop, the donation center, etc., I announced that I would be moving, and I'll be leaving in a few months. Sorry. It's difficult.
Where are you going?
Northern California. My husband's retiring, and we're gonna go live close to our son and his family. So we miss him tremendously, and our grandkids, so that's where we're going. But I'm hoping that when I leave you all with a great foundation for here and the resale shop. It's been a lot of work the last 4 years, and I think we're in a really great place as an organization. We've come a long way, we've accomplished so much, we're doing great things for our community, and I know and I trust all of you will continue with that process. So, and I'm only a phone call away or an email, so I'm here for any questions or help you might need. So that being said, we'll wait for the gals to finish, and ladies, you have one more ballot coming.
Okay, so, starting with our CD balance, it's up a little bit, $79 more in interest, $25,903.05. And our money market balance, this is, and this has been like this for what, a month and a half or so. We put a lot of money into checking, I think we told you about that in a memo, that we transferred a lot of money out of checking because the bank said it had several problems with some fraud and people trying to get into accounts, and it would be better to have it in the money market because they can't access it like we access the bank. So anyway, so there's $64,085.34. And I want you to all keep in mind that $20,000 of that goes to the scholarships, expenses for the rest of the year, and and part of that also is $13,500 plus left from what we transferred over that was in checking. And we transferred $44,000, I think it was. Anyway, so our checking account balance right now is $6,430.69, except I just wrote 2 more checks. So that's not gonna be enough probably to pay expenses for the rest of the year. So I'm gonna have to access that $13,000 plus to help pay expenses so that we meet what we at least started in the money market account. So anyway, we have outstanding checks of $1,100. So that left our balance at $64,39.69.
Any questions on money? All sounds great.
Oh, I sent out the meeting minutes from last month a couple times. I don't think any of you gave me any corrections. Do you have any corrections to bring up at this point? No? Yes.
I accept the minutes as presented.
And
I second.
everyone in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed? The minutes shall stand as written. Thank you, Kelly.
My pleasure.
Resale shop, Kathy Milligan. She's gonna tell us wonderful.
So I think probably everybody knows by now, we were kicked out of the school. We were for good reasons. Our school is growing, they need to buy. Okay, so, it happened quite quickly. I was out of town and I was in the loop with Margaret and Valerie and Lainey and whoever that, so I missed all the fun. But big thank you and round of applause to all of the ladies, especially Valerie's husband, Kelly's husband. I can't imagine the look on their husband's faces when they said, help, we need to move everything from the school, which was metal bookshelves and these big tables. And they moved them over to our new warehouse space, which is right next to the shop. It's been a huge transition. I think we're seeing the light. And it's not the train coming at us anymore. Valerie and Margaret have been busy revamping, reorganizing the room. We are now one big happy family. Sherry and Linda and Rose were all under one roof. And the nice thing is there was a hidden door between the shop and the office next door. So we no longer go in and out doors and locking doors and in the rain and the wind and the cold to move our stuff. So that being said, we're getting a lot of good donations and a lot of not so good donations. The last week, literally, hours and days have been spent on going through clothing. And this is where we could use a little help from you ladies in that we're getting a lot of clothing that's really bad. It's not coming from you guys, but if you know people that are having a yard sale, we don't really want their leftover clothing, because usually there's a reason why it's left over. Now, mind you, don't forget, if it's your friend, your family member, and it's their yard sale stuff and it's good, we want that. But don't just drive down the street and pick up bags of clothing or loose furniture left in the corner. I know too. You know, because we still have limited space. And for those of you ladies that aren't working at the shop daily, because you're involved in all kinds of other activities within the club, please feel free to get a hold of us. Come over and see the new workspace. Because I am there Mondays and Tuesdays, and if you give me a ringy dingy, I'll show you around. And Margaret will show you around, you know, all of the ladies, whoever's working, you know, come in and just see our new space. And like I said, it's a work in progress. We have been closed, we were closed last week. We're reopening tomorrow. We're highlighting summer. So we have a few, and then we will be closed May 29th, 30, and 31 with a reopen on 6/5 for Western days. So now is the time, ladies, to get those cowboy boots out, get your cowgirl hats, any clothing, any kind of decor that you feel like you just would like to donate it to us, get it to us. And the big thing is, please don't donate any winter clothing to us right now. We just don't have room to store it because we have tubs and tubs of Christmas stacked to the ceiling, donations, and we're just at May now. So we will be getting more Christmas donations. They're coming in every week. And by the way, in case you have, the other thing is that at the shop now, Margaret and Valerie set it up that, what do we have? 6 spaces, Tuesday morning, we block off about 6 to 7 parking spaces, and they've got this set up as a drive-through. So, like when you drive through Starbucks to get your coffee, now you drive through the parking lot and you stop, and the ladies, Sherry and Linda and Rose and Margaret and Maggie out here, they just come out to your car, unload your car, and take it away in the back to where we make it the following week presentable. So all of our regular donators are learning the new system, and I'm waiting for them to say, well, I'd like a Starbucks with that while I drop my stuff off. So anyway, so it's been very interesting for the ladies, and a round of applause to all of you that work so hard. That's it.
Hi.
Our raffles have earned money, so I think I have $800 right now. So we have, after we reimburse myself for all the gifts, so we're gonna use the wine tasting. And it's 2 weeks, it's May 14th. No, we're gonna do it like
Next week. Next week from today.
It is. To me, it's always the first week of the month. Okay, so yes, the 14th, we're gonna do 2 o'clock at the winery. We'll have charcuteries and snacks and stuff for you too. We're gonna be able, the steward is gonna explain the 4 or 5 wines that they have, and we'll all get to taste those 4 or 5. And then we'll just sit around and chit chat and talk and compare wines and see what you guys think. But just enjoy some time together. Hopefully they'll open the doors to that room. We can just see out and see the vineyards, and I hope it's gonna be a beautiful day next week.
Raise your hand if you're going.
I have 25 on the list so far today, so if there's more people who want to come, please, it's a free event.
2 o'clock, right?
It's at 2 o'clock and they close at 5, so we'll have to leave, clean up around 4:30, 4:45 and get cleaned up and stuff, but
Well, if you don't drink wine, do we have an alternative beverage?
I'll figure something out. I'll bring tea or
If
something.
you don't drink alcohol, we'll bring something else. If you're not an alcohol drinker, don't let it stop.
Bring your own drink. That's what I would
Great,
say.
but we can always have,
BYOB.
but we'll have water and stuff there too, so
And we're
y'all
gonna
make sure you have
have
it.
food. So
And we're gonna have, we'll have charcuteries and snacks and that kind of stuff out too, just sit and mingle with each other and talk and get to know each other better and enjoy the sunshine and the wine.
Hopefully sunny.
So if any of you haven't signed up, please go sign up. There's a room. And if you have a guest in town, I saw a couple of ladies said they have guests in town, they're more than welcome to come, they don't have to pay. If your, daughter's here, that's fine, just bring them along so they can just enjoy it, okay? And then Sandy said, she texted me too yesterday that she is well enough that she thinks she can be there next week for us, so that's gonna be great to see Sandy and then share with her, okay? So please sign up, and after today, I'll see you next Wednesday.
The next meeting is June 4th at the library. The ladies that are organizing it have decided a theme of garden party, and it will be the installation of new officers and recognition of outgoing officers. And that will be at our usual time at 11 o'clock at the library. And then we have our annual.
And don't bring food, we'll be serving.
Oh yes, no food, I guess we're having it catered. Because typically we go to a restaurant in June, we're gonna have food brought in, so yay. And it won't be McDonald's, right?
A $5 bag.
A brown sack.
So are they gonna provide drinks or do I provide drinks?
Do you want them to provide drinks? Want Lee to do the drinks? Would you
Yeah,
and Mary talk about it
That
after
would
the
be really
meeting?
great. if
So
we could do
ladies,
that.
put on your best hat and your best pair of shoes to come to the party.
All right,
Yeah,
wear a hat.
Wear your hats.
Yes, wear a dress, wear a hat, it's gonna be garden party.
I have one.
Oh, yeah, we'll be like the Met Gala.
Oh, yeah.
We'll just borrow their dresses. Did you see some of these dresses? Oh my gosh. And then we have a special meeting, it's called our annual budget meeting. That will be on June 24th, and I think it's 10 a.m.
Yeah. Oh, it is?
Oh, it's 10, not
This says 9?
Yeah. Did you verify that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I already did.
10 a.m., there was a Google on the agenda. 10 o'clock on the 24th, we'll talk about money. If you're interested in money, come. If you're not interested in talking about our money, just don't worry about it, you don't need to come. So, we don't want to pressure you. Any new business? No? We're gonna move on to Cindy Miller with Sunshine of Our Birthdays.
Should we sing happy birthday to Kathy?
Yes.
Since she's the only one here.
Oh.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kathy. Happy birthday to you.
got whatever positions that are on the ballot for them, except for one we have two for. We'll get it out eventually. For the Sunshine Committee, the new director is Gabe. Congratulations to them.
And Cindy, we hope you can help stay and stay on that committee.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
All right. The meeting is now adjourned.
Us here at 9:30. It's a really, really nice service, you guys. You would like to attend if you haven't been before. We just honor, we have speakers, we have music, and it's really great. The other, oh, and food. I was reminded that's the important part. And then the other thing is, if you have a service person that you would like to honor, we're doing a pathway of honor down where the memorial is for the service people. We have bricks that you can buy. I know Kathy has one for, and I have one, Sandy has one, Joanne has one. They're $125 and you can honor with 3 lines, however you want to word it, of the person deceased or living, active or retired. And if you would like an application, I have the applications here. We have 1,600 bricks to sell. We're not even close to being into what we need to do, but you could help. And that's it. Say again? Is it restricted to active people? No. Any. Oh. That's all I have to say. Okay. She told me to keep talking, but I have nothing more to say.
Other areas.
It's open, well, no, she just asked the question. It is open to anybody who is past or active military.
And what time again?
Oh, 9:30 for the memorial service.
It's quite a process, and what was really fun was when I went to fill out the application, because I had to have a registered, one birth certificate and marriage license. But they told me it'd take 10 weeks because they had to look in the archives because it was so